Baruch Hashem, it is day number 209 of our daily study of Rambam, Sefer, HaMitzvos. And in the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah, we're continuing Hilchos Tumas Tzaras, the impurity that is contracted by one who has the skin condition known as Tzaras. We're on chapters 5, 6, and 7. And our mitzvah today is a positive commandment, positive 112. And that is that a person who has tzaras, do you know the word for a person who has tzaras? We used it yesterday. Right, mitzayra. A mitzayra has to do certain things that distinguish very clearly that he or she is indeed a mitzayra. Remember we spoke about the idea of the quarantine of the mitzayra yesterday. So there are a bunch of indicators. And this is all part of setting the mitzvah apart from society. That's all part of this process. His garments have to be torn, like, God forbid, a mourner, someone who's grieving, tears their garments. He cannot cut his hair. It's also similar to a mourner. And tzaras is considered a partial death. And he has to cover himself to his lips with like a cloak, a hood, a talus that goes down over his face, sort of. And he has to call out, Tome, Tome, unclean, unclean. Like, don't get near me. Warning, warning, danger. Stay away from me. I'm not okay. And that's even though he's sitting outside of the camp. But even so, he has to warn people to stay away from him. That's all part of the process of his teshuvah, to undergo the isolation. I don't normally do this, but I'll share with you a reasoning that has to do with more of the psychological or emotional component of the mitzvah. One of the causes for somebody contracting tzaras is that they spoke lashon hara, which of course ruins relationships and causes people to become separate from each other. So measure for measure, part of his teshuvah process is that he becomes isolated. And through that, he ultimately gains atonement and then is able to become reinstated, re-included in society. The point is that when he comes back, he should come back with a greater sensitivity. Okay, that is the mitzvah for today. We will see you for more, God willing, tomorrow.